Thank you, Mother. You're so kind as always. I have the best mother in the world. She does so much for this library and for our family. She's always right. She always knows best, and she always deserves another round of applause. So, thank you all for being here tonight, and another special thanks to all the Landrieux who are here. The last time I was in a room with so many Landrieux, we almost ended the Senate Page program. I'm sure tonight will be just as fun, at least for me. I spent the last year in law school, and I've learned a lot, although my sister Tatiana, who's here, will tell you that that's not saying very much. But one thing I certainly learned over the last year is that studying how our nation and its laws have developed over time is how slow that can be, how slow progress is, that it can't be done without a fight, and it depends on courageous men and women fighting for progress and equality. President Kennedy understood that. Political courage was the quality he admired most, not just because of the selflessness of the men that he wrote about, because he recognized that our nation depends on them. It always has, and it always will. In the current moment we live in, selfless acts hardly dominate our political environment. Instead, we see our leaders dodging issues, exploiting others to serve their own self-interest, without much regard for what's right for our country, or for how we can work together. Mayor Landrieu stands out against that backdrop very brightly. He fits the mold of a profile in courage, not just for what he did, but for how he did it. Despite facing intense criticism, like we've heard tonight, heated political attacks, personal threats, he removed 4 Confederate monuments from public spaces in New Orleans, and he gave an eloquent and compassionate speech, the kind of which I have not heard in a long time, explaining to his city and our country, and to me, why that decision was the right one, and why our public spaces should be committed to justice and equality, and provide hope and inspiration for everyone who passes through them. His decision and his commitment to our most important and foundational principles is an inspiring example of courage for all of us, especially my generation. His selflessness reminds us of our shared responsibility as citizens to continue that work and to elect leaders like Mayor Landrieu who will do the right thing and not the easy thing. For doing what he was elected to do, for doing it with grace, courage, and conviction, we celebrate and honor the mayor tonight. I would like to now invite you, Mayor Landrieu, on stage, as well as my sister, my brother-in-law, and recent medical school graduate, and my parents up on stage to present the award.